Hello everybody, it's Lucas Mackintosh here and I'm back with some more Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories for the PlayStation 2. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch one of my retro Let's Play videos. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy my content and would like to see more, then why not hit that subscribe button, because that way you'll be really helping me out and my channel to grow, and you will also be instantly notified every time I upload a new video, and I've got new content coming each and every single week. Okay, so once again this is commentary recorded over gameplay I've actually recorded 2 nights ago. So I've managed to sort of cobble it all together and get 4 more missions done, and that's why it's been a while since I've actually uploaded any. I like to try and get it all uploaded straight away, but I was having so much trouble with the mission False Idols. It's actually easier than it looks, that one. So all in all I will be doing 4 missions. False Idols for Father Ned. I'll be doing Love on the Rocks for Donald Love, and then we will be heading off to Shoreside Vale to see Salvatore, who has been incarcerated, to do 2 missions for him, Rough Justice and Dead Reckoning. Both missions are an awful lot of fun. However, before starting the main missions, I will be doing a rampage mission as well, in which I have 2 minutes to massacre 25 people. So that mission's a lot of fun, but the controls are just a little bit dodgy. And that's one thing I want to sort of talk about. I mean, I really love the controls in this game, but they're much better than on Grand Theft Auto 3. But I have found that whenever I use the X button, or whenever I'm running, whenever I X, he'll sort of break to a halt, or he'll sort of stride and put his foot out and kind of just make things a little bit awkward for you, and it's hard to position him, and it's even harder when using the chainsaw. I think maybe that's the whole point. You know, the game's like, it's not just, you know, simply a case of massacring the people. You have to sort of control Tony as he's holding the heavy chainsaw, so maybe it's something to do with that. It's kind of really infuriating. Also, if you do see me with certain weapons, 1 point and without, during sort of cutscenes and after cutscenes, it's purely because I've edited the videos together and I failed the mission, therefore I lost all my weapons. So that's, if you see that happen, that's why. But I managed to do all the missions, luckily. False Idols, as I said, is one of the most painful missions I've ever had to do in my life. Even though, on retrospect, it's really simple. Right, so here we go, Rampage. We have 2 minutes to massacre 25 pedestrians. I'm off to a good start there. I've just killed 3-4 people now. So you want to get off to a good start if you can, but it all depends on where the pedestrians are and the positioning. That's vital. But as you can see, I'm having real trouble here controlling Tony, because each time I think I'm aiming for the person, I actually find myself running away from them. So I find it really dodgy, so I have to slow down up on occasion in order to catch them. The pedestrians, though, are quite sort of fast, though sometimes. They can just get away quite easily. You want to massacre as many as you can. There we are, that's brilliant. So I'm off to a really good start now. Almost halfway through, I would say. Just get this guy, there we are. That's really good. That's kind of what you want. You want like a good pattern like this, essentially. See that? I'm trying to cut them, but it's like they're never in my way. You have to alternate between using the X and the circle button, because you can't actually use both at the same time. So that's why this mission can be really difficult. As you can see, I'm making it look easier than it is, but it did take me about 10 attempts to actually get this right. So here we go, massacre. Come on. Right, up to 20 now. I just need 5 more. Come on, 5 more volunteers. That's all I need. That's all I need. There's 1. Come on. There's 2. Yes. I just need 3 more, and I've got just over 20 seconds to do this. Come on. And 1 more. Boom. There you go. $50 reward. So that mission was... Oh, it's very addictive, that mission. Very addictive, but can be quite difficult. So there we go. Just for $50. I was hoping to get a little bit more, but well, it doesn't quite work like that. We've got a little bit of rain now. And it's really good that some missions now are actually taking place on Shoreside Vale. Because I remember thinking on playing Grand Theft Auto 3 after I'd done Staunton Island on there, and you still sort of remain on Staunton Island, and you do go out to Shoreside Vale, but you don't get any mission briefings from there. You just sort of you know, you go there, you visit, you do the mission, you come back to Staunton Island. It's nice to see that the developers have actually included that now, so maybe that was something that Rockstar were intentionally planning to do. Maybe they never got around to it. Right, let's pop into ammunition anyway and let's restock and get some stuff. I still can't afford the sniper rifle, however I can buy some body armour. I do love the little mini machine gun though, that's my favourite. And we'll take the AK-47 as well. According to Samuel L. Jackson, the very best there is. Alright, so we'll just nick this woman's Patriot as we do, and we'll head over to the church to see Father Ned. Now, the problem with this mission, False Idols, most of it is in the execution, but also a lot of the problem is the police, because you're going to be firing a rocket launcher. That's going to cause a lot of attention and will attract the police, and it can be really frustrating when you're aiming for, because basically the whole point of the mission is there's 3 celebrities and they're rushing to get to a radio station. One's coming by Bulletproof Patriot, one's coming by limo, and the other by helicopter, and you have to kind of shoot all 3 down. Now, I've seen on forums that a lot of people say that this mission's really difficult, and I don't disagree. The hardest thing about this mission, I think, is trying to shoot that helicopter down, but the game kind of makes you think you've got to go halfway around the city and take out the cars and the chopper, but you really don't. And I'm going to show you a really easy way to do this mission. So let's get the briefing. So here we are, False Idols.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. Again.
And you shall be redeemed once more, my son. The cult of celebrity has gone too far. What kind of whore gives a radio interview instead of giving a hard-working newspaper journalist an exclusive? Destroy these false idols.
Okay, so this mission basically states that you need a rocket launcher, and if you go to Phil Cassidy's shop, Father Ned's already paid for one, so you can just go and pick it up, and then you just got to head over to the actual radio station. A lot of people are probably like, well, aren't you going to chase down the cars and the helicopter? Well, to be honest, I'm going to show you something really, really obvious that even I didn't notice first time. The radio station is right next to the church, believe it or not, so you don't really necessarily have to go into the city to chase them all. I think that's kind of like where, myself included, a lot of us just failed this mission, because you think you've got to, oh, I've got to take them out, rush into the city, and you know, but you don't. I mean, I will say the hardest thing about this mission is taking out the helicopter, but it can be done, basically. So I'm just trying to find my way around here. And this is it, guys, I think. I kind of settled in the park here, about here. So we're near the radio station, essentially, already. So I'm going to park about here, and this is kind of how I like to do this mission anyway. And I've kind of practiced it over and over. And all you got to do, essentially, is just kind of wait. Because the cars, if you know where the cars are going to come from, the helicopter, then you've got a really good chance at doing this. The hardest thing about this mission is the helicopter, as I said. There's nothing worse than successfully shooting down the 2 vehicles and then the helicopter getting away. There's the first car, you can see the red arrow there. So I've just taken him down. The Bulletproof Patriot is literally right around the corner. and will come almost straight away. He's just sort of coming now, that red dot, so we'll just take him out. There we are. So now we've got to take out the helicopter. How are we going to do that, you're probably wondering. Well, we're going to run down here, and there it is, and I'm going to try and hit it now. And there we are. I think I've got it. There you go. And that's how you do it. So I'm right near the radio station. See that the helicopter's about to land there? Or near there, and that's kind of what you do. Nice and simple when you know how. So I definitely recommend just standing there and doing that. It makes things a lot easier rather than have to run around. I mean, why run after the cars when they can just come to you? So let's go back and see Father Ned anyway, and that should do it, hopefully. Oh, that cop is chasing me.
I've done what you asked, Father.
Great, the paper circulation has tripled since you found your soul.
What?
Thanks again for all your help, Tony.
Hey, what the fuck? Who are you?
And there you go, mission passed. So that's how you do it. Very annoying mission though, but I'm glad finally got it done and dusted and out of the way. Okay, so after that we have a mission to do for Donald Love, and it's called Love on the Rocks, and this one's actually really exciting and very tense. We just got to go get a van. It's been guarded by these gang members and stuff, and it's such, oh my god, the adrenaline rush.
The premiere of the movie Fubar was marred today when its 3 stars, Faith W., Black Lightman, and DBP, were slain dramatically on the streets of Liberty City. TV moguls were swift to declare the actors really were dead, and this wasn't just a cheap publicity stunt for the upcoming TV show Celebrity Liberty City Survivor. Our award-winning reporter Ned Berner knows different. Tune in later for his exclusive report.
So basically, Ned Berner was the priest in the church, so I kind of made the connection early on. I did wonder sort of why sort of priest would be so interested in newspaper reporting. So that's basically, I think it's actually quite cool. Very, very cool mission. Right, what can I afford? We'll take the AK-47 and buy that. I'm just stock up on gear, because we're going to need it for the next mission. Right, now Donald Love should contact me by phone once I get out of my vehicle, but first I've got to go and save the game. So that's something I do after every single mission, because I don't fancy doing that again.
Today when it's 3 stars, Faith W., Black Lightman,
yeah, and we're getting the news. For some reason the news repeats itself. I have no idea why this is. I think you're supposed to hear it all, otherwise it just repeats. I've no idea. But well, let's head in here and let's save the game. I think one thing I did have problems with in this set of videos is like trying to drive around most of Shoreside Vale. I mean, in the next video you're going to see me like get so mixed up trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. I think I edited most of it out, but bloody hell, I think that's why maybe in Grand Theft Auto 3 the developers were like, well, some of the roads are very confusing, and when you go to an area on the map you find it's sort of down or it's up or it's across a bridge, and it can be very difficult to sort of navigate your way around. So maybe that's kind of what they were thinking, quite possibly. Anyway, I just need to run around for a bit and trigger the next mission sequence. Here we go.
Tony, it's Don. I have a rather pressing matter that requires your particular skills. Please call me at my office as soon as you can.
Okay, let's go and see Donald Love now. And let's see if we can sort this mission out. This mission's actually easier than it looks as well. And that's the thing, as I said, I've noticed about this. And like some of the missions where you've got to kill gangs, they're ridiculously easy in this game compared to Grand Theft Auto 3. They're a lot more fun as well. It's like, it doesn't really feel like a chore to me. I think it's fairer as well, because I've literally, although there have been occasions when the gang have really ripped through my health, I haven't really encountered it too often. I've always found it again to be quite fair, and you know, and also the answer to most missions in this game is literally right under your nose. Some of these missions seem harder than they actually are, but there's always some very easy and innovative ways to actually complete them, which I think is really, really good. Right, let's go and sort Donald out. Go this way into Torrington and just over here, I think. Right, we'll just pop here. Right, let's get the briefing for Love on the Rocks.
Tony, you've got to help me. O'Donovan's got evidence linking me to Salvatore. We're sunk.
Calm down. Evidence goes missing every day. Not to mention judges, witnesses, jurors.
I'd hoped you'd see it that way. One of my men has been following the guy with the evidence. He'll meet you under the overpass in Newport.
Yeah, absolutely loved this mission. Even though I failed it a couple of times, I thought, my god, this mission is so tense and so much fun. Essentially, we've just got to steal a van back and destroy some gang leaders, but the van cannot be destroyed. We have to get it back to Donald Love in pretty much almost pristine condition. But first we've got to go see Donald's informant, who's going to tell us basically what I already know, but well, it's part of the mission anyway. There are several ways of doing this mission. Some people have said on the forum use a sniper rifle, and I'm kicking myself now because I had the opportunity to buy one. I'm like, why the hell didn't I buy one? Because literally, you know, I'm always like, a voice came into my head and said, buy the sniper rifle, and I just didn't do it. I thought, nah, I won't need no sniper rifle, but you know, I actually need it, so I should have really brought it, but well, here we go. But anyway, you can do this mission multiple ways anyway if you kind of know what you're doing. Right, there's the car. So we need to get into the car. Let's do that.
Tony, the evidence is in that van up ahead.
Right, we just need to go and steal the van. But it's been blocked, essentially. So you can see there's a huge barricade there. First thing I'm going to do though is I still have some rocket launcher ammunition left, so I'm going to use that on the lorry, and this should blow everything up, all being well. Yes, there you go. It creates a chain reaction, and I've got my gun there, just trying to take enemies down. So you can literally storm the place if you want to. But you've got to kill all the gang members. If you don't, they will destroy the van, and the van is what you need. So this is where it does get a little bit tense. So just shoot as many gang members as you can, as quickly as you can. I don't think they spawn infinitely though, so I think there's only like a set amount. It's hard to know where they're coming from though. As you can see, I'm really struggling with turning around and stuff. There we are. Got rid of most of them. And they've got some AKs as well, so I can literally stock up on some ammunition. So I'm going to get in the car, because if I go into this next area, I'm going to be toast. So I'm just going to try and get lost. Get lost? Why did I say that? Run over them. I don't want to get lost. And get rid of these guys, otherwise I'm going to get blown up or shot, and my health's going to basically deteriorate. Need to get out of the car, otherwise I'm going to die. And look at that, how cool was that? I literally stood there. Right, now we're going to run to the van, because we need to get out of here very quickly. I've killed the majority of the gang members now, so there shouldn't be too much trouble. I just need to get the hell out of here now. So we need to take the van, it says, to the drop-off point, which essentially is Donald Love's garage. We should be able to get out of here with no problems, all being well. You've got a few gang members who will try to stop you, but I don't think they actually follow you. Well, I'm actually going to go to a pay and spray now anyway, and try and get the police off my back. As you can see, I've just gained their attention. That is one thing you do not need when doing this mission. as I said, it's very, very stressful, this mission. Very tense. Once I go in here, get a new engine and paint job, everything will be fine. I can literally drive back at my leisure. The van's a little bit hard to control, if I'm honest, and I think, again, that was intentional by the developers. You just need to navigate it the best way you can back to Donald Love's garage. Should be alright now. I'm not going to be bothered by anyone. We can drive back now at my leisure. We'll go this way to the left. And we're so close now. And that flashing stars there, basically, if I was to commit another crime while that was flashing, then the police will basically just follow me still. So I will reactivate them. So I've got to be so careful here. Right, through Belleville, can't say it, Belleville Park, and just go straight down, essentially. And it feels a lot longer than it is, to be honest. And look at that, that's what I'm talking about. The van's like really dodgy to drive. If it bangs into anything, it's really sort of bouncy and sensitive and stuff, and it's like if it goes upside down, it's going to blow up, so you have to be super, super careful. Oh my god, it just feels like ages away. I can imagine why people sort of agonise over this mission, because if you're being chased, then it can be like a really long way away. But anyway, we're here now. We just get to the marker, and it says we need to park the van inside the garage. So let's do that. It's just down here, I think. Right here, and into there. There we go. That should do it.
Hey, Don. Took care of that mess for you. Everything should be cool now.
Really?
You got no more links to organized crime. You're whiter than white. You could be the Pope.
The Pope. Watch this.
Although no links can be proved between Donald Love and Liberty City's organized crime, it seems his friendship with mobsters, including Tony Cipriani, have counted heavily against him in voters' eyes. The past few hours have seen his popularity plummet. He is deemed, it seems, unfit for office.
Unfit. Because of you. Yeah, and it's all your fault.
My fault?
Oh, yeah.
My fault.
I can't believe the sacrifices I've made for this town. And do you know what my weakness has been the entire time? Humility. And now I'm ruined. Bankrupt. $20 million in the hole. Gone. Bankrupt. Done. Arrivederci. Bankrupt!
So it doesn't look like Donald Love's going to be mayor, but I've got a sneaking suspicion something will happen and he'll be re-elected, because the old mayor will probably, or should I say the new mayor O'Donovan will probably mess up.
Tony?
Sal, is that you?
Hey, shut up! Speaking of my lawyer here. Tony, I mean Lionel. Listen, they got me. You believe it? I'm up Shit's Creek without a paddle. Now get your ass over here. There's something I need you to take care of. Lionel.
Okay, so we have to go see Salvatore now, and he's not on Staunton Island, he's actually on Shoreside Vale. So it took me a while to work that out, because normally I've with my experience with the games, there's some big dramatic scene which takes you from one island to the next, but there isn't here. So it's just like, okay, drive to Shoreside Vale. Salvatore's in the police station up there.
There'll be much celebrating tonight as the industrial action that brought Liberty City to a standstill has finally come to a close. Normal service has been resumed on all subway and ferry routes. Even the elevator bridge linking Staunton Island to Shoreside Vale has reopened for business. Militant strikers have finally dropped their placards and taken up their usual post of employment after the freshly inaugurated Mayor O'Donovan made them this promise at a local rally.
As your mayor, I can guarantee there will always be a ferry service in Liberty City.
But some may find his promise has a somewhat hollow ring, as work on the new Porter Road Tunnel continues unabated.
Right, I just thought I'd let that news broadcast run. So, as I said, I don't think that the new mayor will actually work out, and Liberty City will probably want Love re-elected, so he is destined to be the mayor of Liberty City, obviously, because he is in Grand Theft Auto 3, so it'll all work out. So he's sort of started to play the same bulletin again for some reason. God knows why. And now, you may have noticed that you don't get rewarded for that mission, so basically you get nothing, hardly. It's like, well, it's just tough. Because Love feels that Tony's kind of let him down when Tony's done nothing but gone to bat for him for several occasions. But anyway, let's get over to Shoreside Vale now. So as I said, apologies because I'm going to get really lost at this point. Trying to get there, I can get there, but trying to navigate my way around is really annoying.
Mr. Big behind every organized crime here in our
I'll save my game here first, just in case I mess up or I fall into the water, which has happened to me quite a few times. Like trying to get to certain areas. I just think that I know that my sense of direction isn't the best, but my god, it's like sometimes in Shoreside Vale, I'm like, some areas you need to get to are down below where you think you need to get, or they're up above. And sometimes I've had to actually jump down from one road to the next rather than be able to drive down because I just can't find my way. I find it really annoying, but it's just the name of the game, I'm afraid. But anyway, let's head over there now. And as I said, Salvatore's in prison. He's been locked up because they say he's got ties to all the criminal activity that's been going on, which he has, but while he's in the can, Tony's got to take care of business for him. So we will be doing a mission now called Rough Justice, and that's essentially we just got to kill some gang members. Nice and simple. It's not too difficult. It's just basically an endurance test. Just, you know, watch your health, shoot all the gang members, and you'll be fine. Let's get over there now if I can find it and find out where I'm supposed to go. It's just that turning into Belleville Park. It's like here. I recognise this from GTA 3 because I spent so much time on that mission at Expresso to go that I kind of know what I'm doing. There's those billboards there, which leads to the main set of roads across the bridge into Shoreside. So that's why I know that. So we go this way. And it takes a long time to load. It takes a lot longer than necessary. Honestly, I thought the game had crashed at some point because it felt like this is Welcome to Shoreside Vale and it's just on screen for so long. Oh my god, if ever this game has crashed, I will not be happy. I think because this is a more complex game than Grand Theft Auto 3, I think that's why it took time to load everything. That was close. And once again, the bridge sort of goes up and down, and that can be really annoying. See, 4, 5, I'm counting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 27, 32. I'm just counting. So it basically took a minute. I don't know if you noticed. I was sorry if I was silent there, but I was counting because I was curious to know how long that lasted. That was like a minute just to load that up. But to be honest, with gameplay this good, it's totally worth it. I was like, why has it got to load? But I just suddenly realised it's like the graphics are just, compared to Grand Theft Auto 3, I mean the graphics were good in that, but here the graphics have been tightened up quite a lot. Everything looks so super cool. We need to go to the save point first, so I don't fancy driving over here again. Now this is where I'm going to get very lost. I can understand why the developers in GTA 3 didn't bother doing any mission briefings from there, because it's extremely confusing. It was such a big risk for the developers to actually do that in Shoreside Vale, because it's, It's really, it's not as sort of user friendly, I think, as the other streets, because again it's easy to get lost and go around in circles. So I'm looking for the save point now, and the save point's kind of never where you think it is and things like that. I'm getting used to it slowly, but I ended up, like, I think below where I was supposed to be at one point.